Is there any two rakats after sunnah, or sorry, two rakats of sunnah after the adhan of dhuhr for Friday prayers?
Okay, so in general, the sunnahs are of two levels. There's the emphasized sunnahs and there's recommended sunnahs. So the emphasized sunnahs are known, right? 2 rak'ahs before Fajr, 4 before the fard of Dhuhr, according to the Hanafis, 2 according to the Shafi'is, and then 2 rak'ahs after Dhuhr. After Maghrib, 2 rak'ahs, after Isha, 2 rak'ahs. And then there's Witr, which is either an emphasized sunnah, according to the Shafi'is, according to the Hanafis, it's wajib, right? So those are the emphasized sunnahs. Then there are numerous recommended sunnahs. Amongst the recommended sunnahs is a general recommendation from the Prophet ﷺ, which is reported in Sahih Muslim and elsewhere, that after every adhan there is prayer. Right? After every adhan there is prayer. And the Prophet ﷺ repeated it 3 times. Now some scholars said, like some of the Hanafis, they said all it means is that the adhan was given so you pray. And the prayer that is after it is the obligatory prayer. But many of the companions understood from that after the adhan, one should pray 2 rak'ahs. And the meaning in it is good as well because the believer hastens to answer the call. So the muezzin just said, rush to prayer. So the one who's keen for the good would pray right away. Right? Even if it's a time when there isn't a recommended, an emphasized sunnah prayer. So that's in general. So if one wishes to do the sunnah of doing 2 rak'ahs after the adhan, there's merit in it generally. Then there's some details in the Hanafi school, for example, and the Malikis regarding Maghrib, but after Dhuhr, this is a recommended sunnah to pray 2 rak'ahs after the adhan. Right? And it certainly does apply to Dhuhr. So if one does so, one is rewarded, but it's not an emphasized sunnah. The emphasized sunnah is to do the emphasized sunnahs related to the prayers, which the Prophet ﷺ said that whoever can perform the emphasized sunnahs daily, of course, along with their obligatory prayers, the Prophet ﷺ said, I guarantee for them a mansion in paradise. Right? And it's not so much about the mansion, but that a resting place of closeness with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? So there's great merit in doing that. Right? And because the sunnahs protect and help perfect the performance of one's obligation to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? And they provide the spiritual fuel for other good in one's life.